And speaking of homes, I don't know if you guys saw this out of Nebraska. Many people probably have seen it, but I just wanted to show you a few of these. And then while we're watching this, I want to talk to you about how a lot of this looks like it was planned and shown. I'm going to show you videos and some information and some evidence that there's some type of frequencies and some type of direct energy weapons that are being shot, and they're being caught on these radars now. We're starting to catch them almost as if they're making all of this happen on purpose. Now remember, this is just us grabbing some information from some pros out there who are unveiling all of this, and I'll show you that here in a second. But I wanted you to see these terrible tornadoes, and what the information I gather is nobody died in these, just a lot of destruction of property, thank God. And so here's into thin air, Nebraska tornado. Fixed video below. Not 24 hours after the atmosphere was lit up with concerning energy pulses, we're seeing some serious weather. So I'm going to show you this now. If you look at your screen, you can see this.
By the southeast and the Great Lakes, these things are going absolutely haywire ahead of this severe weather system that we are expecting. Now, on any other given time, these radar are just doing their normal thing. They are not activated like this. You are not seeing this on the mosaic chart as you are seeing it now. These are activated because they are charging the sky and altering the atmosphere to aid in these storms being stronger. And mark my words with that, because this is going to be a very bad situation for a few days. I mean, just think about it. Why do you think experts everywhere have been saying that they have never been able to forecast such a strong storm so far out from the actual dates of when it's going to take place? I saw this all week, that they were talking about how bad this storm system is going to be. Well, now we know why. The more you watch it, the more you see it.
So if you're looking at your screen, you can see those lines, folks. If you're looking, let me see if I can zoom in a little more. Okay, I'll zoom in right here. Look at the lines going across your screen, the straight lines. Okay, those look like lasers that are being directed to charge these particular storms. Now, let me see if I can pull over some more information that I had earlier right here from Into Thin Air. And you can see that radar frequency can be seen everywhere. It's happening
again.
All right,
everybody, welcome back. It is April 28th, 2024, and it has been an insane weekend for weather. And we are not done yet. I got to show you a few things that are going to be a little weird as we are watching the tail end of this large low-pressure system pulling up from the Gulf, that warm, moist air. We're going to see some severe weather, but guess what? Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, eastern Texas, and southeastern Oklahoma need to be on high alert right now for another blow up of this system with potential tornado outbreak. Now, for those of you that follow me, you know what I'm about to show you, and some people are not going to like this, but here we go. Watch these three.
I like that he says that. Some people aren't going to like this, but here we go.
Areas right here, three of which are tornado warning areas. One might be on the ground right now. We're going to go to the first frame here at 2:57. You can see a clear beam being shot right in.
See the beam? See that green beam? The straight line beam?
Into the storm cell. This was before these were then later marked as severe tornado producing storms. Let's move forward. You're going to see this happen multiple times. One got shot right there. Boom, this cell directly in the middle. The next cell, boom, right there. And then we move forward. They start developing a little stronger and stronger. And before we know it, we have an all-out tornado warning with one on the ground possibly in Texas. Now, to verify this, I'm going to zoom out here and I'm going to show you an entire different radar. Here we go. Watch this. You're going to see these do the same exact thing. We're going to go to the first frame, 2:57 p.m. We already have that first beam right through the first cell. We'll back it up a little bit and just hit play. Take a look at this. Watch these beams coming out, going directly for these cells right before they are in the tornado warning zones. It was right after these beams were seen on radar that these then were turned into tornado warnings, the red box instead of the green or yellow. This is clear as day, my friends. It's right here, right in front of your face. And all I'm trying to do is bring awareness to it.
Why aren't those beams going the other direction? That's why I look at this and I go, okay, if he's making all this up, why would they shoot these beams directly in and then you see that large red storm right where the beam goes through? Why aren't they shooting other directions? Why this direction?
This storm cell. It's very wild, and it's a lot of what we saw yesterday and the day before leading into the Oklahoma swarm.
So I'm going to fast forward
this. Like we saw yesterday, we know why, and now we're able to come to these charts and actually see it happening. Please watch the clip that I attached in this post right next to this video that will explain.
Very interesting, right? I mean, I've never seen anything like this before, and I'm glad that we're finally seeing stuff being put out for all of us to basically
ahead of this severe weather system that we are expecting.
So charging the atmosphere and more. It's just really interesting to me to see all this play out, and I wonder Well, why would they do this? Why would they want to cause so much damage? Well, here's the theory from the evil ones, how they would want to play this out. Check this out.
The White House telling Fox Business it's now considering declaring a national climate emergency. But that's a climate crisis to you, Mark. The AP, which sets the standards for newsrooms across the country, they're urging Americans to use the term climate crisis to address the current situation. This is all troubling, but if the president declares a climate emergency, what impact does that have?
Well, I mean, this is the serious story of the today. NBC News has reported that if Joe Biden declares a national climate emergency, he would have COVID-like powers under that emergency, and they also compared the emergency powers to the 9/11 emergency powers. The Center for Biological Diversity has estimated Joe Biden would get about 130 wartime-like powers by which to bypass democracy and impose the Green New Deal on America without a single vote of Congress. This is truly this is a Halloween story, not a story for Earth Day. This is a truly frightening story, and he might just be desperate enough to do it. This is being widely reported in the media. The Biden White House is leaking this out. This might happen, and this is going to give Joe Biden, these kind of, you want to say the word dictatorial powers. He doesn't need no stinking democracy to impose the Green New Deal if he does this.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, huh? All this playing out. Are they trying to declare an emergency, and then all of a sudden he gets these powers where he can just do whatever he wants, even probably say there's no election, huh? So these are community notes. Remember 9 years ago on CBS, this was aired in case you never saw this.
Lasers? Really? To change the weather?
That's right. Well, as Mark Twain once famously said, everyone complains about the weather, but no one ever does anything about it. Well, instead of doing a rain dance, we physicists are firing trillion-watt lasers into the sky to actually precipitate rain clouds and actually bring down lightning bolts. Go ahead.
Well, this fascinates me in part because, too, I remember reading the stories that China had used this during the Olympics, that the USSR had used this after Chernobyl to create rain clouds. I mean, did those really work then? We have some of these capabilities now?
Inconclusive. Even in the 60s, the CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the Vietnam War, to wash out the Viet Cong. Governments have been playing with this thing.
Alleged to.
Alleged to, right.
Yeah.
Now, we realize that for decades now, these governments have been alleged to have experimented with weather control, but nothing conclusive. This time we're bringing in the laws of physics rather than simply waving our hands and uttering mumbo jumbo. We're actually using trillion-watt lasers now. And in the laboratory, sure enough, they precipitate rain out of water vapor. Sure enough, you can actually bring down electricity down the beam. Firing trillion-watt lasers, you rip apart the electrons, creating what are called ions, and these ions act like seeds, like dust particles, bringing down rain and even lightning.
There you go. Just in case you're wondering and need a reminder,